Alright, good morning. Day 2. Today is the final leg of our journey, so we're going to Texas today. Interesting morning. Got here nice and early. My cousin dropped me off, and I was pre-flighting the plane, and he was helping out too, and he saw a bird in my left wing, and he saw it in the landing light. So I think we got it out of there, but kind of crazy. I was, parked here at a tie down for basically, 12 hours or something, and a bird started making a nest in my wing. So that was a good, interesting start to the day. So we're at KLXT. We're going to go to KCRS, which is like northeast Texas. Gonna get some food, get some fuel, and then from there we're gonna continue down to South Padre Island. So I got my flight loaded up here in ForeFlight. I'm gonna do a quick flight briefing. I already did this back at the house, but we'll just make sure everything's still looking good on our route. Looks like VFR the whole way. And then at Miami Regional showing IFR around our passing time for haze. And I think I saw that on the weather forecast actually, so we'll keep an eye out for that. Higher ups, nothing's new there. We already looked at cloud coverage and all that good stuff. Winds aloft, so I'm thinking we cruise at 10,500. Unfortunately, we're going to have a little bit of a headwind, but it looks like if we climb a little bit more, it removes a little bit of the headwind component. And as we can see on the vertical cross-section chart, if we're flying at like 4,000, we have a direct headwind. We climb to 10,500, it's a little bit of a crosswind, so not as bad. So we'll send this over to our map. Make sure we got everything we need to see there. Perfect. Yeah, it looks like there's like hazy IFR conditions down in Texas. There's an air mat until 10 o'clock, so we'll have to keep an eye out on that, but this flight time is going to be about 3 hours and 9 minutes, 427 nautical miles. We'll listen to the weather.
0 at 13. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 05 Celsius. Dew point -04 Celsius. Altimeter 299.8. Remarks. Density altitude 0.
Lee Summit Municipal Airport.
Automated weather observation 1405 Zulu. Wind 080 at 13. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 05 Celsius.
Okay, 080 at 13, so that's going to put us on runway 11. Perfect. Got the ATIS, got the altimeter, GPS is set, radios are set to the CTAF. Check our compass to our heading indicator, our ADI is erect. That's all good. We removed our pitot heat cover. All of our lights are on. Okay, so we're going to call the FBO for our destination airport really quick and see if they have a courtesy car.
Corsicana Airport.
Yeah, I'm going to be stopping by your guys' airport in a few hours. Do you have a courtesy car if I was to go get lunch?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There is one. We're open till 3:30, so as long as you're there before then.
Okay, sounds good. I'll see you in a bit.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Sweet, so they have a courtesy car, so we'll just stop there for lunch. We'll do our run up. Brakes are set. Fuel's on the left main. That's good. Mixture is rich. Props full forward. Throttle up to 2,000. Check our mags. Left mag is good. Right mag is good. Cycle our prop. Got a drop in RPM. Increase in manifold pressure. And a drop in oil pressure. Carburetor heat works. Engine gauges are all green. Bring her back to idle. Idle is good. We still have oil pressure and fuel pressure. Go back to 1,000. We'll test our autopilot, make sure we can override her. We can override her, that's good. And flight controls are free and before takeoff checklist. Fuel selector is good. Fuel pump is on. Flaps are up and set for takeoff. Trim is set for takeoff. Props full forward. Mixture is rich. Carb heat is off. GPS is set. Gauges are normal. We are squawking VFR. All of our required lights are good. Doors, windows are closed. And we're ready for takeoff. Alright, 1-1 on the runway. Full power. Airspeed's alive. Definitely feeling that wind. Gears going up. Feet. Gauges are all in the green. 500 feet, start our turn. 2,000 feet. To 24 inches. 24. And we'll climb out here. And then we'll pick up flight following momentarily. Get our autopilot on. Fuel pump is coming off. Fuel pressure dropped slightly. Let's just monitor that. Coming back up, that's good.
Are the aircraft following approach today again?
Comanche 839 Papa would like to pick up flight following to Kilo Charlie Romeo Sierra. We're 10 to the south of Lee Summit, 5,500.
November 8391 Papa, altimeter 29905. I'm sorry, what was your destination aircraft type?
Destination is Kilo Charlie Romeo Sierra. Aircraft type is a Piper Comanche PA24250.
November 901 Papa, what's your requested altitude?
10,500 for 91 Papa.
November 1 Foxtrot Bravo, contact downtown tower 133.3. Fortitude 508, proceed direct Kenton. November 6 Juliet X-ray, turn left heading 270, going to maintain 3,000. November 901 Papa, squawk 1172.
1172, 91 Papa.
November 901 Papa, radar contact 12 miles south of Lee Summit at 6,900, proceed on course, maintain VFR.
Proceed on course, maintain VFR, 91 Papa.
November 901 Papa, contact Kansas City Center 125.55.
125.55, 91 Papa. Kansas City, Comanche 83901 Papa, climbing through 9,000 to 10500.
November 83901 Papa, Kansas City Center, Kansas Center 2996.
2996. Yeah, not as bad. Headwind shifted a little bit to our right now, so it's not as direct of a headwind, which was my hope, so that's good. Alright, we got our left auxiliary fuel tank set for cruise. So at this altitude, our glide range would be about 15 to 20 miles, depending on the wind. Winds are coming from the west. So if we had an emergency, depending on the closest airport or landing point, I would ideally want to go to the east to get a tailwind to push us further, and then do a 180-degree turn to land into the wind. And on our planned route, we've got a pretty good
2435 Mike, VFR altitude 406.
Pretty good string of airports the whole way down. Main thing we're going to want to keep an eye on is the IFR Hayes AirMet, AirMet in Texas. Says it's going to dissipate around 10 a.m., so that should be fine. Feeling pretty smooth air up here. Good.
November 83901 Papa, contact Kansas City Center, 128.6.
128.6, Center 1 Papa. Comanche 83901 Papa, level 10,500.
Comanche 83901 Papa, Kansas City Center, welcome, dropping out, tempo 2992.
2992. Alright, we're going to switch tanks to the right. Aux tank.
Comanche 46 Papa, Center. And Skyhawk 41 Papa, Kansas City Center.
So for some planning items, we have an MOA in front of us, quite a ways up.
Tuesday intentions after Bartlesville.
And it's from 8,000 to 18,000. We're on flight following, so we should get informed if we can fly through it or not, or if it's active.
Mike Sierra, contact Tulsa approach 12.
And then we got a big old chunk of IFR that was not on the original flight briefing that popped up in Texas. So we might have to deviate a little bit to the west, or I'm sorry, to the east. Memphis, Comanche 8391 Papa, level 10500.
Comanche 8391 Papa, Memphis Center, Tulsa Center 2989er.
2989er.
November 83901 Papa, contact Fort Worth Center 132.2.
132.2, 91 Papa. 2.2. Fort Worth, Comanche 8391 Papa, level 10500. Well, they never acknowledged that we are with them. Fort Worth, Comanche 8391 Papa with you, 10500.
That was 141, should say, November 83901 Papa, Fort Worth, 2990.
2990.
So
So with the IFR AirMet and looking at the cloud ceiling,
28, connect Memphis, 132.55.
just checking out the weather down in Texas, it looks like
Tango Echo, connect Razorback approach, 120.9er.
There's definitely a
Bonanza 7
fairly low
contact Tulsa approach,
cloud
120.0.
ceiling. For 7 4. So we'll have to descend
124.0
as we get closer. And if we need to
Tango, there was
divert,
just over the Paris airport.
we're going to divert to Cherokee County
no other traffic is observed.
Airport.
Radar services terminated.
And that shouldn't put too much of a burden on our trip. And we could call flight service too and just get an in-flight weather briefing. 8391 Papa, we have the Rivers MOA coming up shortly. Should we descend or are we good to travel through it?
91 Papa, Rivers is cold and not scheduled for today.
Great, thank you. We are good to go through the Rivers MOA. So I'm just reading the forecast discussion in the Dallas area, and they're basically saying some shallow, low-level moisture has brought a narrow surge of stratus into central Texas with MVFR ceilings. But the METAR was just updated 10 minutes ago. It's still MVFR, and it looks like... Where's Terrell? Oh, okay. That's good to know. So Terrell Municipal updated their METAR 7 minutes ago. And they're reporting VFR. Dallas just updated theirs and they're reporting VFR. I can see clouds up here coming up. So we're maybe starting to get into them. As we go over this MOA, looks like there's a lot of mountainous terrain and some lakes and stuff.
We're talking with Nikki altimeter 2984.
2984, so we'll just keep an eye on the clouds. And if we have to divert, we have our diversion airport selected. 38 miles away, we gotta get down to 1,500. So 10,500 down to 1,500.
Airport, what's that? What's 3444? 33.8 descending 240.
Gotta drop the
3444 descending 0 for arrival to Dallas Fort. 28,000 portion.
Yeah, we gotta start our descent. 8391 Papa, we're gonna start at a descent at about 500 feet per minute.
91 Papa, roger.
Beginning our descent, we're gonna set the pattern altitude.
By 44 Fox Charlie.
All that haze definitely cleared up, which is great. It was looking a little sketchy for a little bit there, but the forecast was correct. And as usual, as we descend, we're just pulling out a little manifold pressure, a couple inches, and then as we descend, the pressure goes up, so we pull it, pull it a couple more, and then we enrich our mixture.
Whiskey Delta, stay here.
Now we're really moving. That was a slow flight. We were averaging about 180, give or take, for our true airspeed, but it was pretty slow. We had a headwind, so I could definitely feel it. In our descent, we're doing about 195 for true airspeed. Pull it a couple more inches. Push the mixture in a little bit. And we'll switch our gas tank here. Left main. And then we'll finish out the flight on the left main tank. Fuel pressure is maintaining. Perfect.
Altimeter 2995. Remarks. Density altitude 1,400. Campbell Field, Corsicana Municipal Airport, Corsicana, Texas. Automated weather observation 1708 Zulu. Wind 170 at 15. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear.
So I'm going to switch our autopilot to heading mode, and we'll do about a 180 on our heading so that we can actually get lined up more appropriately for that entry into the downwind. Other than that, the CTAP is 122.8, so we'll get that plugged in. Perfect. 8391 Papa, we got the field in sight and the weather.
901 Papa, radio service terminated. Squawk VFR, frequency change approved. Have a nice day.
Frequency change approved, VFR, thanks a lot. You too. Alright, so 12 miles out. Corsicana traffic, Comanche 8391 Papa, 10 to the northeast, entering for a left downwind, runway 14, Corsicana. Descent checklist goes, we'll put our fuel pump and landing lights on. Mixture is still a little bit lean, we'll keep that for the time being. Let's listen to the weather once more.
Celsius. Altimeter 2995. Remarks. Density altitude 1,500.
Campbell traffic,
Campbell Field, Corsicana Municipal Airport, Corsicana, Texas. Automated weather observation 1715 Zulu. Wind 170 at 15. Peak gusts 22.
170 now. This is a 5,000 foot runway. So if it is really windy like it feels like it is, we could do a no flap landing.
I'm down 180.
That is just fine. Okay, let's do our full checklist. Mixture is rich. Pull out more power, so we can get some airspeed down. Landing gear is going down. The winds are at 180 now, so we'll change that. Landing gear is down, we got a green light. Crabbing into the wind. Altitude's looking good. Cutting some power up. Traffic is clear on our right. Corsicana traffic, Comanche 89 Papa, final 14, Corsicana. We'll put in one notch. Pull out some airspeed. We are right on glide path, so that's good. Trim it up a little bit. Airspeed's coming down nice. We got wind from our right. Pull out more power. A little bit of left rudder. We're just going to do a one notch of flap landing here. Idle, get back on center, good to go. A little bit bumpy, but got her done. It is hotter than balls. Flaps are going up, windows going down.
Corsicana, Texas. We're gonna go grab some food. We just got the courtesy car. And we're going to get some fuel and then try to get back in the air as quickly as we can.
quick flight data. So the trip from Kansas City to Corsicana here, we burned 11.2 gallons per hour on average, which is crazy. So very fuel efficient flight, even though we had headwind and it was kind of slow. We're getting ready to depart. Everything should be good. So Corsicana traffic, Comanche 839 Papa, taking off 14, departing to the southwest, Corsicana. Alright, we've got a crosswind to the right. 160 is the last reading. We'll do that adjustment. Airspeed's alive. Get a little bit faster. Our gear is coming up. Gauges are all looking good. We'll get our on-course track set here.
Traffic pipeline 738 Alpha Echo on the ground at self-serve, taxiing runway 14 for departure, Corsicana.
Turn on autopilot, navigation mode, and we'll just get her into the right climb. Now that we are airborne, our estimated time en route is about 2.5 hours. And so, yeah, we have a direct headwind. 2.5 hours. So it's 1:39. So we should get there a little bit after 4, and the FPL closes at 5. So hopefully we're not pushing it too close and being that annoying customer that shows up right before they close. We're Comanche 839 Papa with request.
Comanche with request?
We'd like to request flight following to Kilo Papa India Lima. We are 15 miles south of Corsicana Municipal at 4,000, climbing 10,500.
I appreciate all the information. What I do need is a call sign.
My apologies. 839 Papa.
839 Papa, Roger, squawk 3457.
3457, 91 Papa.
Number 901 Papa, radar contact 6 miles south of Corsicana, Campbell Field Airport. The Lake altimeter 2991, maintain VFR.
2991, maintain VFR, 91 Papa.
Number 901 Papa, contact wake approach 127.65 today.
12765, good day, 91 Papa. 2765. Approach Comanche 8391 Papa, climbing through 7,000 to 10500.
November 8391 Papa, wake approach, radar altimeter 2988.
2988. Definitely a slower climb in the hot air. For sure it's noticeable. Put on some music. Alright, 10,400. Start leveling out. And we'll trim her down. Start building up that airspeed. Bring back our RPM to 2400. Lean our mixture. Full throttle. There we go. Get our airspeed going here. So let's change our tanks. We'll sucks. We got fuel pressure. Fuel pressure is holding. And then we'll reset our timer. Back, go to map. Alright, we're about 19.6 manifold pressure, 2400 RPM. Perfect. True airspeed of 183. So now our ETA should be more accurate, so 2 hours and 14 minutes. What it is saying now. Which puts us at, about 410. Then we have the Randolph MOA at 8,000. So we'll see if that's active. And then we have another alert area, A632E. And the upper limit, this one is upper limit of 9,000. Lower limit of 6,000, so that's no factor. So it's just the Kingsville's MOA and the Randolph MOA. We have to contend with those. Yeah, so we'll see what they say. We got 3 airspaces that we gotta be aware of, an MOA and 2 alert areas. Or 2 MOAs and 1 alert area. And then everything else is no factor. We'll be over it.
November 8391 Papa, contact Houston Center 128.07.
12807, 91 Papa. Houston Center, Comanche 8391 Papa, level 10,500.
Number 8391 Papa, Houston Center, calls at 32992.
2992, 91 Papa.
Gunner 27, cross baseball at maintain 9,000 car.
For Niner 1 Papa, contact Houston Center 132.15.
13215, 91 Papa, see ya. Houston Center, Comanche 8391 Papa, 10500.
8391 Papa, Houston Center, Austin Optimus 2988.
2988.
Setting that 515, 3. Papa, contact Houston Center 128.6.
Was that for 8391 Papa?
November 901 Papa, Houston Center 128.6.
128.6, thanks. Houston, Comanche 8391 Papa with you at 10,500.
8391 Papa, Houston Center, Victoria, Altoona 2993.
2993, do you know if the Randolph MOA is active?
8391 Papa, not today.
Alright, so we got the Randolph MOA inactive, and we just gotta confirm if the...
Number 901 Delta Juliet, contact Houston approach 119.17.
Kingsville MOA
119.17,
is active.
1917, 1
Houston's way over there. No visual. How far away is that, I wonder? 60 miles. Yeah, makes sense that we can't see it. We've got about 73 miles until the coastline. And then we'll hopefully be able to get some views at that point. 8391 Papa, is the Kingsville 5 and Kingsville 4 MOA inactive as well today?
8391 Papa, there are no active military stations in South Texas today.
Roger that, thank you.
Comanche 8391 Papa, Valley approach, Harlingen altimeter 2983, advise me of the weather for Cameron County.
2983 will advise me of the weather, 91 Papa. We are 20 minutes away, 56 miles away from our destination, and we just switched over to the Valley approach controller. We're going to start a slow descent, so just pulled out a couple inches. Put in a little mixture. Trim it down a little bit. So let's listen to the weather.
3. Peak gusts 3-2. Visibility 10. Light rain. Sky condition scattered 3,000. Temperature 28 Celsius. Dew point 19 Celsius. Altimeter 2984. Remarks. Density altitude 1,600. Port Isabel Cameron County Airport, Port Isabel, Texas. Automated weather observation 2043 Zulu. Wind 140 at 23. Peak gusts 3-2. Visibility 10. Light rain. Sky condition broken 3,000.
So very high winds, but winds are coming from 140, and the runway we're landing on is 13. So I'm cool with that. We're gonna have a direct headwind, but it is very windy, so peak gusts for mid-30s. So we'll listen to the weather again as we get closer, for sure, so we can get an updated wind reading. This is beautiful, and I'm over open water right now, but my glide distance is
5516
still
no longer observed. Descend to maintain 2,000.
more than enough to get to the mainland. So that's something I'm being cognizant of. But I think I'm gonna basically ride the island, South Padre Island, and then I'll come in for a entry for a left downwind for 13. And so I'm gonna adjust our heading here and switch the autopilot over to heading mode. And this whole flight, we pretty much just did the aux tanks. I'm running them pretty much dry, and we got other than the takeoff, we got full main tanks.
Got 5560.
Pattern altitude here is 1,000. This airport is literally 19 feet or something crazy. Makes sense, it's right on the ocean. That elevation 19 feet. So we'll enter the pattern at 1,000. And we could probably plug in 122.8 KPIL municipal CDAF. Alright, we're going to switch to our right main. Fuel pressure's good.
Hey, approach computer 4929. I'm going to go with the vectors here. We're still going to be a little high. Could we get a box around for the descent? Computer 4929, turn right, setting 320.
This feature's kind of nice. I mean, if you're feeling really lazy, you don't want to do the math in your head, use the VCalc feature. I already input my waypoint, which is KPIL, and then my targeted descent rate is 500 feet per minute. So it's just calculating from my current position. I need to descend at 471 feet per minute. That'll put me at 1,000 AGL.
630, 2 miles. Valley approach. Count altimeter 2983, advancement, you have the weather from Mid-Valley.
When I'm 2 miles away from the airport, so we'll just keep this going at 500 feet per minute. That'll be just perfect. 8391 Papa, we got the airport in sight.
November 901 Papa, radar service terminates, squawk VFR, frequency change approved. Good day.
Squawk VFR, good day. 901 Papa. Cameron County area traffic, Comanche 8391 Papa 10 miles to the northeast, entering left downwind, runway 13, Cameron County. Disengage our autopilot. So, right when we figured. Wind check.
Altimeter 2983. Remarks. Density altitude 1,600. Fort Isabel, Cameron County Airport, Fort Isabel, Texas. Automated weather observation 2103 Zulu. Wind 130 at 21. Peak gusts
130. Perfect. Cameron County traffic, Comanche 391 Papa. About to enter a left downwind for 13 Cameron County. Hey, we're gonna drop our landing gear. Oh yeah. She is bumping. Cameron County, 901 Papa, left base, runway 13, Cameron County. Alright, turning into the wind. Or now we got a crosswind, we're going to be turning into the wind in a second here. Cameron County, Comanche 901 Papa, final 13. Carburetor heat, gas, undercarriage is down, mixture is rich, props full forward for a go around if needed. Nice long runway, so we don't need to rush this at all. Nice, flaps are rolling up. We didn't have them in, but just in case. Fuel pump is on. Cameron County, 901 Pops clear of runway 13. Alright, made it. We made it. Made it to Texas.
What a journey. So I got out of the plane, I was recapping, and it was so windy that every word I said, nothing got picked up by my microphone, as you can see here. And the windsock was fully erect, but it was literally a direct headwind, so the landing wasn't too difficult despite the winds being so high. And I got a hangar for 5 days, so the whole time I was there, I was able to secure a hangar. Here was our first night at South Padre Island with an absolutely beautiful sunset. But yeah, I spent 5 days down there with my family and in-laws, and it was a great time. And then I took my sister-in-law for a little flight on day 3, and this is some footage from that flight. We just flew over the island, took in some of the scenery, some of the sights, and it is absolutely gorgeous down there from the sky. And when we got back to the airport, after our little cruise around the island, we witnessed the Banner tug airplane, who you can see right here coming in. We got to watch him pick up the Banner, which was pretty cool. So this dude flies in, throws a hook out his window basically, and grabs the Banner, takes off, and then flies around the island. But I'll have part 3 and part 4 for the return journey coming up pretty soon.